When we are solving word problems, there are 5 requirements, and you need to meet all those requirements in order to earn the 5 points that are available for each problem. The first part is you need to define your variables. Tell me what x is, or t, or n, whatever you are. Tell me what it means. Then you need to create your equation or equations. In other words, no, you cannot guess and check. Then you need to solve those equations and actually get a solution. The solution's not always going to be the answer. You want to read the problem correctly and carefully, and then you want to answer the question in a mini sentence. So I mean mini sentence. I don't mean, what I definitely don't want is like 7 and 12. No, but like you don't have to write out the missing numbers are 7 and 12. You will get a sense for that. It is helpful to say like width is 7, length is 12, something like that. Or even W equals 7, L equals 12. And then you want to show that you checked your answer in the words of the problem. You need to show that, whether it's just writing the word check and then showing just a few computations that indicate that it worked and writing check, that is evidence. But I need some sort of evidence that you checked it. And you always want to check in the words of the problem, not your equations, just in case your equations were wrong. So one type of problem that we can practice with, and I will model those 5 parts, is this problem. This is called a digit problem. The tens digit is 5 less than twice the ones digit. When the digits are reversed, it doubles in value. Find the original number. Now, before we begin, we need to talk about digit problems. So let's say we have a ones digit. Let's call that n. And we also have a tens digit. Let's call that t. Now, obviously, if we write tn, if n is 1 and t is 2, and we write tn in an attempt to write 21, that's not going to work. Because in algebra, what that really means is t times n. This really means 2. It is not representing 21. So you have to think, what am I doing to t to turn it into a 20, not just a 2? So you would need to multiply that by 10, and then you just add on the n. So when you have digit problems, in order to represent that digit, you need to represent it using some sort of something like this. If you had a h being your hundreds digit, there would be your number would be represented like this. So now that we know how to write a number, so I have satisfied the first requirement. I have defined my variables. Now I'm going to satisfy the second requirement, and you do not need to number them. And I will now create an equation. So the tens digit is going to mean equals. Okay, 5 less than twice the ones. So I know that when I'm saying less, I need to do that afterwards. So 5 less than 2 times the ones digit. Okay, cool. I have 2 variables, though. I need another equation. Oh, okay, right, there's more info. When the digits are reversed, so in other words, when the n, so this is the original, so when the n now sits in the tens place, and the t sits in the ones place, this is going to be the reversed. So when the digits are reversed, that doubles the value. So that would be 2 times the original number. Notice this is reversed, and now this is doubling the value of the original. Great. Part 3 is I need to solve this system of equations. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. First, I'm going to simplify. Now for our second equation, and you might have noticed I just changed the problem because the first one wasn't actually working. So for our second equation, we have when the digits are reversed. So as you can see, I have reversed the digits here. See that ones comes into the tens place, and the tens goes into the ones place. So when I have the reverse, the resulting number, so that's my reverse, is 9 less than the original. So again, 9 less than the original. And I like writing out what the original is here because then I don't have to think about it as I'm struggling through my translation. So now I'm going to go ahead and solve. First I'm going to simplify and then use substitution. I'm going to just divide by a -9 here and make everything easier. And now I'm going to substitute. So n is going to be 6, and t is going to be double that, -5, so that's going to be 7. Okay, so now I have solved my equation. Now I need to answer in a mini sentence. So original is 76. That's my answer. And now, for the last part, I am going to check it, and I'm going to check in the words of the problem, and I need to somehow show evidence that I am checking it. So I'm checking. The tens digit is 5 less than twice the ones. So is 7, 2 times 6, 5 less than twice the ones? Yes. Okay. Then when I reverse it, is 67 9 less than the original? Yes. Because 67 plus 9 gives me 76. Okay, cool. As you can see, those are the 5 parts. Please don't remember them. And I know right now, initially, in certain problems, it feels so silly, but it will be very important to get in the habit of it as your problems get harder. Yes, some of these problems you can do intuitively in your head. I tried to make the numbers kind of easy because we're learning. You need to practice, though, doing them by equations and not intuitively because someday the numbers will not be intuitive and you need to